What's going on, guys? Tony here from Paradise Garage and LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Hope you guys are doing well. Quickly, let me know if you guys can see and hear me just by typing in the chat super quickly. And if you are a Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP member, let me know that you are a VIP member from where in the world. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, everyone, and give me some feedback on the audio and video quality. I'm here at Paradise Garage chilling, actually working on the BMW project right now. Just washed my hands, so I'm going to show you what we're working on. Parts are ordered. Crappy thing is special order. They don't have them in stock here, so I'm going to be waiting for parts for probably, I don't know, hopefully less than 2 weeks, they told me. And yeah, what's up, guys? David Yates from Kansas, Harold Schwinn, lifetime VIP member. Russ, what's up? Thank you for letting me know the audio and video is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is your time right now for any type of auto, body, and paint question, no matter what you're working on. We're here to help you out, answer some questions. If you're hung up, you want to get to the next stage, any kind of questions, paint questions, auto, body questions, primer questions, whatever. Cool. VIP Austin, Texas. Video and audio are excellent. Thank you. We got Canada in the house. We got Shane. Quick question. Any tips for painting clear coats on door jambs? Sound is great. Not sure what kind of tip you're looking for. I mean, what kind of tip? Make sure it's sanded. If you're gonna just do clear coat, I would clear over 800 or even 1,000 grit if it's a door jambs. But if you haven't yet, guys, if you guys are brand new, how many new people tuning in for the first time? If you're first time, let me know if you're a first timer. Because this is where you want to go to grab some free training. There's a free manual booklet that I give you with video trainings as well by email. So be sure to check your emails. Just hit up learnautobodyandpaint.com. You're going to get all the trainings coming out of Paradise Garage here. And yeah. Can you give correct PSI for primer, base coat, and clear coat? Absolutely. And again, it depends on the spray gun. Okay. So it's not like a first, this is the pressure that you use all the time. Normally, with any high volume, low pressure, or low volume, low pressure, with your trigger pulled, and what I mean by that is if your trigger is pulled, okay, and you're reading the gauge. Where's my gauge at? I just had a gauge. We'll use this analog gauge here. Okay, your gauge, trigger pulled, okay, you want to make sure you're spraying at about 22 to 24 for primer. Base coat, 23 to 26, give or take. Clear coat, 24, 25, 26 PSI, trigger pulled. So trigger pulled, then you look at the gauge. If you have an analog gauge or a digital gauge, I had a digital around here. I think it's hooked up in one of my on one of my guns in the bus. So hopefully that helps. Again, if you guys want tips on that future coloring, I highly recommend you to check out learnautobodyandpaint.com to get some free training on that. First timer. All right, cool, guys. So all you first timers, don't forget to go here to grab some free training. And there's going to be a special offer for VIP. If you want to join it, join it. If not, no big deal. But we've helped thousands of VIPs from across the world get to the next level with their auto body game. Let's see. Chuck, non-VIP. First timer, what's up? Michael, welcome to the club. Shane, what's up? For overlaying too much. First timer. Calgary in the house. What's up, Canada? VIP member Dave, I understand 2K urethane primer goes over polyester filler. You don't have to go over polyester filler. You can go directly over paint, okay? Prepped and sanded paint. Or some little spots of bare metal. I wouldn't recommend putting a 2K filler primer over a bare metal, but if you got a little metal showing, no problem. Says to sand polyester 240 before urethane, not 400. You could look, urethane filler primer. Okay, 400 sanding 400 is before paint, before any type of base coat, clear coat, or single stage enamel. Primer. Okay, if you're spraying a urethane primer, you could spray over 150 grit. Okay, so 240 is fine. 150 grit is fine. Okay, because the 2K filler primer, the urethane, is thick. Okay, it'll cover, it'll fill all of that. So you could spray literally a 2K filler primer, urethane primer over a 150 grit, no problem. 240, no problem. 400 is when you prep to go base coat, okay, and your paint, your clear coat. So here's the BMW project. Got it all apart. Just got the front support off, and I thought we had frame damage, but in actuality, this was able to unbolt right out. Okay, I thought this was part of the frame that went all the way back, but it's a separate part. And this is you know, the damage here. You can see how wrinkled everything got, right? Got all wrinkled up. And luckily now all I have to do is buy these two brackets and the bumper support, and they slip right in right over here. Great design. Great design. Because I literally thought that was the aluminum frame coming out, because this thing is 90% aluminum, this car. Everything's aluminum on it. But then when I took off the wheel well, right, and I started looking deeper, I saw these two bolts there. Like, I wonder if I take these bolts out. So I took the bolts out, and the whole thing just came right out. So I'm super lucky. No need to go to a frame shop. I don't have a frame machine at this moment, but I was going to say, if I needed that, I would have been able to go to my friend's shop, hook it up to the frame machine, and do some framework. Unfortunately, you guys are not going to see me work the frame machine now because we don't need any framework, but we're still going to be able to get this thing repaired up, and it's going to be a lot easier. I don't have to take this anywhere. I could just order my parts, replace it, and align everything up. Of course, our radiator support is bent, just tweaked down. It's not something that we have to replace completely. Okay, it's just kind of tweaked down. So I got to get a pulley, just kind of twist it back so we can get our hood aligned, and all of our locking mechanisms here. Okay, so it shuts and clicks. Right now, it doesn't shut and click correctly. Okay, we could body work this and paint it. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'll probably fix it. We'll probably end up fixing it and then painting these grills to save money. Why not? It's not hardly even damaged, right? Little rub. So that's where we're at now. So I'm basically waiting for parts. I had to get a new bumper cover, our front support, and a couple other plastic pieces and trim and whatnot. And we're waiting for parts. And once that comes in, we're going to put everything together, align all the body panels. And luckily for me, this damage, we really don't have any body panels to repair and paint. Repair, because the fenders are in tip-top condition. They're plastic, but they weren't touched with the damage. The hood is in good condition, no damage. Fiberglass hood, plastic fenders. Fenders are good. So the only thing is the front bumper cover. But we will be painting and blending into the front fender. So we're going to be blending it up in here, okay, and then clear coating the whole fender. We're going to be repainting the hood because the hood, I feel like it needs a new fresh coat of black on it anyway, okay, because it looks all dingy. There's a couple of scratches here and there. So we're going to redo the black on the hood, color blend our two fenders into our bumper cover that's going to be painted. And once we clear coat this fender here, we're going to buff out the door. Okay, I might do a little touch up on the side of the car. There's a little nick right over here that went into the plastic. So we might just mask up and blend this quarter panel out. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. So that's the game plan for the BMW project. This will be done hopefully before the end of November, depending on the parts. So that's the game plan on the BMW project. You guys are going to get all the video footage. I already started recording, taking the whole thing apart. Now is your time. Ask any Autobody questions you want. Let me know what's going on. I'm going to kind of backtrack right now, see what questions I missed. Nala here. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get your questions. Just give me a bit. Nala here. She's begging for some cookies. She knows the cookies are in here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give her a cookie. Hold on, Nala. Hold on. You're gonna get it. Stop. Look at her. She wants the cookie. She wants a cookie. You good girl? You good girl? Huh? She loves those cookies. Lonnie will get one too, Lonnie. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to kind of backtrack up here. And so we got some questions here. David Yates. I replied to David Yates. Michael G. Have you tried the digital air pressure regulator sold on Zoolaa before? And what are your thoughts on it? I think the pressure regulator is excellent. Sometimes they do sales where you buy a spray gun and you get one for free. I think that was the latest Halloween sale, but the digital air regulator is great. I love it. So I would definitely pick that up if you. I think you already picked it up, but yeah, you're gonna like it. Works great. Okay, what's up? What's up? I use a single heated garage to do touch-ups with spray cans. Question: how do I avoid orange peel when spraying clear coat in cold weather? What temperature do I need to bake the garage before spraying it on? My wife made fresh made kombucha. Pretty crazy. Ideally, your garage, I would say if you can get it to 75 degrees in there, that's a good temperature. 80 even better. But if you could get it to around 70 to 75, I'm not sure how cold it is by you, then you should be good. But everything you do, make sure you're using slow reducers, okay? Except for your base coat. Base coat, you can go medium or slow, okay? Medium or slow. But your clear coat is the most important because you want that to flow out. So I would definitely use a flow reducer, a slow reducer for your clear coat, slow activator. Okay. And if you could make sure you get your it's also important to not roll in your cold car. Okay. A car that's cold metal or whatever into your 75-degree environment and then paint right on top of that because your car is going to be a little bit colder, right? So make sure your car is also the same ambient room temperature as, when you heat it, make sure the car is in there, you heat everything up. You know what I mean? Fortunately, I don't have that issue anymore because I'm in Hawaii and it's pretty much 75 to 85 degrees year round. So we could be painting in December and we will be painting in December with no problems whatsoever. So yeah, everybody wants best bang for buck. What's your opinion on Summit brands? A friend of mine recently used Summit single stage. I'm not sure what brand it was, but it was something that was sold at Summit, and he said it had fabulous results. And it was like under $100. So I don't know firsthand, but I hear it's not bad. Shane says, was wondering about spraying technique, spraying door jambs without getting so much overlay because of all the contours. Well, don't get too concerned about that. The gun will do the job. The spraying will do the job. Okay. And I do have step-by-step lessons and techniques on spraying door jambs in VIP. In fact, we have a lot of videos on that in VIP. So if you want to check that out, I highly urge you and recommend you, if you're a first timer here tuning in, to grab more of the free training that we offer at learnautobodyandpaint.com. Just put your email in and we'll send you a ton of information. Okay. We've been helping people since 2010 learn this stuff and successfully come out with nice projects. All right. Okay. So Donald Johnson just said, hey, Tony, lifetime VIP question. I have a AtomX 27, low volume, low pressure. Good choice. And I just ordered an AtomX 88. Is there a major difference between the two spray guns or the performance? I would say the major difference is that the X88 can spray at a slightly lower PSI with the same atomization. So we were doing the Grom project here. the motorcycle project, and I was literally laying on glassy clear coat at 21, 22 psi versus 26, 27 with the Atom. So and they're both low volume, low pressures. The X88 spray gun, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to post it right over here. You can check out those guns at Zoolaa. The X88 sprays, it's to me, it's a little bit more efficient when spraying. You get same atomization, super fine atomization at lower PSI, and it lays on. But that doesn't mean to spray to lower PSI. Like if you want to, you could still spray it at 24, 25, 26 PSI. I feel it's just going to atomize it even more, which is not a bad thing. Okay. But if you want to reduce overspray, you want to reduce your air pressure, right? The more air pressure coming out, the more overspray you're going to have because it's just more paint, more atomization, more cloud coming out, right? So I say I think the X88 has less overspray because you're spraying at lower. That's the major difference through my eyes and through my experience of using the guns. But that doesn't mean the X27 is not a good gun. It's a very good gun. Okay, checking over here. Arnold, all BMWs are 90% even to the bolts and some are one-time use. Ask me and I know how. Yeah, I love BMWs, but I have never worked on an i3 before, and I just like the way they pieced this car together because I literally thought when I first looked at it, frame damage, um, you know, and it was just a bolt off product. It was like excellent. I just found out like 20 minutes ago. I was like, oh my God, this is a beauty. Bolt off, boom, bolt back in, car is going to be fixed. So I'm happy. It speeds up the job immensely. Do you use a local or national paint supply company, and who do you recommend? Um, because I'm in Hawaii now, I use local. Okay, Highline distributors, Napa, they can get all the paints that I need. They normally stock DuPont and PPG, so those are the color brands I mostly go for. The paint brands, DuPont and PPG, mainly PPG products. Okay, you look at all my products. I got PPG. Some Acme, which is sold at Sherman Williams. This is a good paint, a good clear coat, actually, super cheap and very good. It's the Acme FC 720 clear coat, very good clear coat. And this is a dry flake gun that I made, guys. I'm gonna have to make some videos showing you how to use it, how you can make one of these and use it. But super cool. But anyway, yeah, that's a good clear brand. You can see I got all my candies. Got a lot of paint here, all kind of candy colors. And getting the garage nice and cleaned up so we could work in here because I had that mini truck in here and I couldn't work in here, but now we're working, guys. Donald Johnson, the X88 is a superb gun compared to the X27. Yeah, Arnold, you have the X88. I believe you have the Infinity or the Blue Moon. I don't remember. I think the Infinity you have. But yeah, guys, check those guns out at Zoolaa.com. Fantastic guns. Here is the actual link to the Infinity model. So the only difference between the Infinity and the Blue Moon is the coloring of the X88 gun. It's just a color tone. And keep in mind that all of these guns at Zoolaa come with a Gun Bud universal spray gun lighting system, which is freaking awesome. I don't have one right here. Well, I do have one, but I don't have one on a cup. But this is the lighting system that goes on your cup. $60 value free with all of the guns at Zoolaa.com. So pretty cool. You do not have to set the air regulator to 0. Don't worry about it. The only time you set the digital air regulator is the same way you set an analog. Trigger pulled, set, turn your dial, tighten it or loosen it to make sure you have about 24 to 25 PSI when spraying base coat. That's where you want to be. Okay. You could go lower when spraying primers, especially if you have a larger tip size, a 1.8 or 2.0 tip size. Tony, did you make the flake gun out of the Upol? Yes, I did. So this is a Upol gun. Okay. That comes with the spray-on bed liner. And I literally epoxied a cap with a hole in it. There's a little hole in there. You see it, okay, for this hole for air. And then you got flake in a dry flake in a cup. So you can spray, literally, you can spray some clear coat, okay, or base coat, and then literally flake before your base coat dries up, like right away. After you spray your base coat, you put some dry flake in here, and you could literally dry flake your panel or whatever customization you're doing, and then just clear coat right on top of it. A couple coats of clear. So this we'll be using this soon. I made this back in Texas, and I never had the chance to. I did use it, but I never had the chance to make a good video using it and showing it to you guys. I was just playing around. I didn't make a video, but it worked great. So I will be, and I do have videos of how I made it. Super simple. You can see how I made it, right? But I do have the video footage of making it. So yeah, another option of spraying flake. It doesn't have to be mixed in your materials. You can do a dry version of it. Don't most of the master painters walk the length of the car? I see the guys painting almost door jam, then stop and paint that last. What's the technique you do? So absolutely not. The only time you're walking the length of a car when spraying is when you're doing candy. So if you're spraying a custom candy color, you're not going to be painting panel by panel with candy. Okay, so if I were to do this quarter panel here, let's put this computer over here. If I were to do this quarter panel, okay, I'm not going to be spraying candy like this. Okay, because you're going to end up with that heavy line of candy around here. Okay, and you never want to end on the edge. Okay, you always want to go a little bit over. Okay, like 3-4 inches to the next panel. Okay, same thing when you're coming back this way. All right. The only time you're doing candy, walking the length of the car, if you're doing candy, you want to go all the way through because you have to get that candy even. Okay, you're going all the way through with candy only. If you're doing a regular base coat painting, regular metallics or whatever, you do panel by panel going around. Okay. I did get the video of your garage door. I thought I replied. I guess I didn't, but yeah, that was super cool. You did 2 colors, right? Like a red on the inside and then white on the outside. Pretty crazy. All right, guys. Tony here from learnautobodyandpaint.com and Paradice Garage. If you have any auto body questions, now is your chance to ask any questions you have pertaining to auto body and custom painting. Type it in the chat. Let me know whatever you want to talk about. We're going to be on for another 5-6 minutes or so. I'm willing to take some last minute questions right now. So yeah. Tony, what PSI to spray the flake out on the Upol gun because nozzle is so big and it's dry so you don't overdo it? I was using 15, 16 pounds. I mean, it just, just comes right out. So 15, 16 pounds and just dusting it just lays on. It comes out like a cloud, a cloud of dust, and it just lays on your panel. So yeah, anywhere around there. If you could go higher, but it's just going to make a mess. It does make a mess. That's the only thing I don't like about it is you just get glitter all over your garage, and I don't like that, because I got dogs, I've got my kids around. I just don't like metal particles flying around my garage, but it is what it is, Okay. Dry and pearl flake from Zoolaa. Awesome. Nice Honda shirt. I got this in Japan. It was on sale. It's like $8 or something, maybe cheaper, $5. Oh God. All right, guys. So I'm gonna drop a couple links. Get ready to head out. But here is the link to Zoolaa.com if you want to check out their spray guns. And for all you newbies just tuning in or whatever, you want to grab some free auto body training at learnautobodyandpaint.com. And guys, we started a new channel, a Facebook channel, a Facebook page for Paradice Garage. So please don't forget to like that. Go there, like it. We're inviting people over. Our old account got hijacked and I can't regain access to it. The members area, the members Facebook is fine. We still have control and access to that, but we lost control to our 10,000 plus following our page on Facebook, which is kind of sad. But we're starting all over with a new channel, with a new Facebook page called Paradise Garage, with a DICE, Paradise Garage, right over here. All right, so slowly we're going to be adding more content to that. Any last minute questions? Because we're going to be heading out. I got some work to do here. Thank you, Arnold. Smash the like button, guys. Peace, aloha, mahalo for attending. Arnold, you are the man. We should have you running the show. That would be awesome. We got to have you on the show from now on. What do you think, Arnold? We should do like there's got to be a way where I can invite you and we have 2 people on the show or more. We'll have Russ on as well. Hi, Tony. Not an auto body question, but I know you do detailing too. Ever deal with trying to clean the smell out of a car? Trying to flip a great car, but it stinks, nothing helping. Man, what I usually do is if a car is very like mustered up in smoke or just a bad smell, most of the times that type of smell, they're in the fabric, right? So if you could, I pull out the seats and I power wash them outside. I don't know how bad the rugs are, but you could just try some shampooing. There's some good shampooing machines that you can get and try if you don't want to take out the seats and all. But then do that. Run some Febreze through it. And sometimes a lot of the smell is in the AC system. So you might want to change your AC. There's like a cabin air filter. I don't know. Maybe you might want to change the cabin air filter. But what I like to do is after cleaning it as best as you can, Febreze it, get some Febreze, turn the AC on high and shoot the Febreze underneath the dashboard so it picks it up into the vent system. And you get that Febreze chemical inside of the AC system. And I found that helps. So try that, clean it as best as you can. If you could power wash your seats, power wash them. Do the Febreze trick and just run it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You might have to do it a couple times. You run the car, Febreze it, let it run for a while, keep your AC on. The next day, do it again. Maybe do it 2-3 days in a row. And then obviously before you sell it, if you're going to go show the car that day, hit it right before you go, just try to do that. Odor ban works, somebody says, so try that. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, cigarette smells is very bad, and so we got people in here saying try ozone. I never tried those products. Because I've had Febreze, I just use Febreze, and it works. It does work. Odor ban, ozone. So you might want to try some things, but I think the biggest trick is making sure that cabin air filter is clean and spraying that deodorizer underneath the dashboard as well as on the fabrics and the trunk and everywhere under the and turn the AC on, because that system keeps the smell, because you don't want to have the car smelling good and then they turn on the AC and then you got this gnarly smell coming out, right? Cigar is worse. Yeah, for sure. Cigars are nasty. Cigarettes are easier to get rid of than weed. You guys are hilarious. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Really had fun hanging out with you guys. I'm going to drop the link one last time to learn Autobody, to get some free Autobody training. And then one last link to Zoolaa.com if you're looking for great all-around automotive spray guns. And they also come with a gun bud lighting system, $60 value for free. Check Zoolaa out. They're the only spray guns that I use at the headquarters here. X27, AtomX 27, the Blue Moon X88. And then we got the Infinity spray gun as well. Really nice spray gun. Check them out. It's Tony here, hanging out with you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next week, Monday. But by then, we're going to have some more footage on this. I'm just waiting for parts now. And I can't wait to get this prepped up and ready to paint, so I can show you guys the process. But this is a little, a minor collision damage project, and it's going to be a good addition to Learn Autobody VIP. And you're going to see step by step how we took this and fixed it in our home garage. So this is nothing special here. It's just a 600 square foot little garage here. We're going to be painting everything in here as well, and have it come out like it came out of the showroom from a professional body shop. All right. Have a good day, guys. Keep cranking. Stay positive, and I will see you guys next week. Peace. Have a good one, guys.